the great Jordan Peterson, speaking of psychology, right? This is one of the most prominent psychologists in the world. He just exploded with our other buddy, Dave Rubin, because the carpet just got pulled out from under him. He was told, get the Fauci ouchie and life is going to go back to normal. And it turns out that's not what happened.
Canadians who aren't vaccinated now cannot leave the country. Yeah. Like, what the hell? Why is that? And look, I got vaccinated and people took me to task for that. And I thought, all right, I'll get the damn vaccine. Here's the deal, guys. I'll get the vaccine. You leave me alone. And did that work? No. So stupid me. You know, that's how I feel about it. It's like, well, now I have to get tested for COVID when I come back into Canada. I have to get tested before I leave Canada. Now, you know, that might be the latter issue. That's an issue with the Americans. And so that's outside of the Canadian purview. But the restrictions to get back into Canada are even more stringent. It's like, well, why to get the vaccine then if you're not going to leave me alone?
No more Mr. Nice Canadian. There's something really funny about hearing this urbane, very serious, very well-respected public intellectual Canadian guy, just because Canadians are so nice, right? Just using expletives. And what happened? I thought I was able to. No, they were never going to do it. They were never going to let up on these restrictions. Jordan Peterson, very intelligent guy. And sometimes, you know, especially professors, they're so intelligent, they're so in the abstract, they miss these very practical things. The left promised you, wear the mask, take the jab, lock down for 15 days, and then here's that little carrot right at the end of the stick, and we'll let you get back to normal. It wasn't going to help you get back to normal. It was going to make it less and less likely. The more you give in to them, the less and less likely it is that they will ever let you get back to normal. That's the way power works in society. I almost never look at a screen anymore with blue light coming out of it. Okay, and I haven't for years. A few years ago, more than a few years ago now, a friend of mine turned me on to this problem. When you look at screens with blue light coming out, it can just cause eye strain, cause headaches, and you can notice it. The minute that you block out that blue light, it gets a little bit easier on your eyes. This is why I love the Blue Blocks blue light computer glasses. Other brands do not compare to the quality you get from Blue Blocks glasses. They've got stylish frames that have been featured in GQ and Vogue. Unlike other blue light glass companies, BLUBLOX Blue Blocks uses science-backed technology tested to ensure that they work. They're really terrific. They come in non-prescription, prescription, and reading options. Glasses for every need. Blue light for helping with digital eye strain, Summer Glow for helping with low mood and migraines, and Sleep Plus for improving your sleep. Go check it out right now. They ship worldwide in rapid time. Easy returns and exchanges. Go to blueblocks.com/Knowles. Use coupon code Knowles to save 20%. BLUBLOX.com/Knowles. Use coupon code Knowles to save 20%. There are new ways that the ruling class is going to control you, right? There are new ways of interconnection. What Jordan Peterson was upset about is he did the rules. They made a deal, right? They made a deal with him. They said, you get the shot and then you can go back to normal. And then they yanked the you can go back to normal thing. And he says, leave me alone. And I think a lot of people feel that way. That resonates with a lot of people. Leave me alone, right? That's kind of the libertarian mantra. Just leave me alone. You do you do whatever you want and just leave me alone. And the problem is you can't be left alone. You can't be left alone in modern society, in society before modern society, at all times. The leave me alone, you do you thing has never worked. I think we have this revisionist idea that America was all about purely rugged individualism and people getting to do whatever they want. That is just not true, okay? Even when we had a very weak federal government, so, you know, the states could do what they want or the communities could do what they want, all of those places were pretty robustly policed. This nation was founded when a bunch of religious zealots came over on the Mayflower because they didn't feel at home in England, where they weren't allowed to practice their extremely authoritarian religion. Their extremely illiberal, authoritarian, rigid community. And then some people would leave that community. And very often when they would leave the community, whether it was at Plymouth or the Massachusetts Bay Colony, they would leave to go found other equally rigid authoritarian communities, okay? There are blue laws on the books, laws against sexual behavior, tons of laws against sexual behavior, some of which were punishable by death, laws against drinking, laws against dancing, laws against all sorts of things, okay? And you might say, well, why does anyone care about what my personal behavior is? Because that's how society works, right? Politics is just what we all do together. And maybe the different local communities have relative autonomy compared to the other ones. But the idea that the individual just gets to choose to do whatever he wants is a very, very modern idea. It's come up in the last 50 years or so. And even then, the people who were pushing it on the left didn't let that last for long. Now they are imposing rules that are just as authoritarian, just as rigid, just as illiberal as the ones before them. They just happen to be along different standards, along different sort of lines. Ring it, get that notification. I appreciate it. Sometimes you won't get notifications even when you ring the bell. So head on over to Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, Google Play, wherever you get your audio podcasts. Subscribe to The Michael Knowles Show. Leave a 5-star review if you wouldn't mind. See you next time.